Hi, everyone, and welcome to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols. I've got Michelle Sparks and Jeremy Stout with me today, and we are opening up with an awesome bird exhibit that's coming to Steel Creek. Tell us a little bit about this exhibit. That's Jeremy, right. You start. You're in the hot seat.
Okay, well, thanks so much for having us. First off, I am so excited for this exhibit. It's one of our temporary exhibits, so it's in our Lakeview Gallery. That's upstairs in the Nature Center. That's where we have temporary and traveling exhibits. We've got about 525 square feet up there that we can rotate and keep it fresh and keep it interesting. So this next one that's slated, I'm so happy to have. It's a two-part exhibit that is going to focus on the life of an extraordinary volunteer, Richard Lewis, who I'm sure we'll talk more about, and his efforts bird banding. So bird banding is something that a lot of people are maybe transiently familiar with. It's a scientific initiative of just exactly what it sounds like, putting little metal bracelets on the ankles of birds and keeping track of data over sometimes decades, and recapturing birds. And it has just provided a wealth of knowledge for ornithologists and biologists. And we know so much about the movements and the behaviors of birds because of these bird banding efforts. And Richard Lewis was an area bird bander for many decades, and a good friend of the park and the Nature Center.
That's amazing. So what should we expect in this exhibit? What's it going to look like?
Well, Richard's family graciously loaned us a lot of his equipment, donated all of his data, his books where he kept track of the birds that he banded. And we got to also take some of the, one each of the different sizes of the bands, and each one of those bands has a special number on it that is related, that is from the bird banding laboratory. Okay. And so we will have the different sizes of the bands, like this little one will go on a chickadee, this one a little larger will go on a hawk, etc. Wow. And so we'll have that labeled. We have his nets, we have his poles, we have his tools and his toolbox. And so it will teach folks how important bird banding is to conservation and to tracking birds and keeping track of what he did. And he did a lot of research with college students and contributed greatly to conservation of birds.
I love that. So when does the new exhibit open up?
We hope to open the first week of March. Okay. And it should run for about 6 months.
Oh, wow. So you've got time. So if you're not around in the month of March, you've got plenty of time to get over to the Nature Center and check this out and,
That's right.
and kind of dive into this exhibit, which seems to encompass a lot of different things, which is always nice when you put an exhibit together, because it kind of takes you from the beginning to the end, and you really get to kind of see and feel exactly how all of his research came together.
Absolutely.
Which is great.
The name of the exhibit is Richard Lewis at Home in the Field, and we kind of want to create the fact that he's going to be in the field with a large blow-up of his, like a full size, that he's working in the field, and we'll show his equipment that he used to band birds.
I love it. We're so lucky to have this center, and like you said, to have a space where you can have these moving exhibits that does keep it fresh, and it just brings a lot of new perspective on nature and different things that, we don't always get to see.
Absolutely. And now, of course, I'll be the first to admit I'm a biased opinion, but even unbiased opinions agree that the Nature Center is really one of the most spectacular partnerships between the city government of Bristol, Tennessee, and our friends at Steel Creek Nature Center and Park. It is truly remarkable what a group of dedicated individuals can do when they put their minds together. And so, yeah, if it's been a while since you've been to the Nature Center, you definitely need to come out and see it.
This is great. Well, good to know. So now, a list of things to do. You've got to add that to your list. Well, thank you, you two. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we go to break?
I think you've pretty well covered it.
We got it. All right. Well, thank you so much. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a moment. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I've got Beth Muncie with us today. She's on the board at Girls Inc., and there is a really great fundraiser coming up. So, ladies, get ready. It's coming up, I think, March 8th at the Virginian, and if you like handbags, this you won't want to miss.
This is your event. If you like handbags, purses, totes, this will be the 15th annual Cute Bags auction for Girls Incorporated of Bristol.
Well, this is exciting. So tell us about the event, and if you would like to go, how you get tickets.
Absolutely. So like I said, it's our 15th annual event. Basically, the event is done through donations. We have members of the community, businesses that donate handbags, luggage, gift certificates, everything for the auction. So everything is donated. Girls Inc. does not purchase anything to be auctioned off. We have a silent auction that is all handbags. We'll have brand new handbags and we'll have some vintage handbags. Okay. Those range anywhere from a cute little bag to carry to the beach or something from Target up to Louis Vuitton's, Gucci, you name it. We have every brand you could possibly think of in our handbag auction, every color you could think of. It's so fun. So you'll get a paddle, come in, find the bags you love, and then put your paddle number down by that with that bag on its sheet. And then as the silent auction is getting ready to end, you are literally hovering over the bag that you're wanting. Like, I gotta make sure I get my bag, and you're making sure you have that last bid on it. It's so much fun. Then we have the live auction. In that, you can have a little more expensive bags, maybe even trips in that, different packages in the live auction. You never know what's going to be in there. We try to get about 10 different packages for that one. So everyone's kind of live bidding on those also.
And it's always nice to have anything out at the Virginian. It's so beautiful. So what time is the event?
So the event will be on March 8th at 3 o'clock. Okay. You can order tickets now through the Girls Incorporated of Bristol website or the Facebook page event. Okay. Tickets are $60 ahead of time, $75 the day of the event. Okay. So that ticket's going to get you into the event. There's going to be drinks, there's going to be food, and you're just going to have a great day. Great day.
I love it.
So fun.
And then the funds, tell us a little bit about how these are utilized at Girls Inc.
So our fundraisers at Girls Incorporated, we have them throughout the whole year, are going to help us to feed kids in summer programs. They come in to spend the summer with Girls Incorporated or our Children Incorporated. Some of the school programs where we don't have them on our campus here in Bristol, we have after school programs at different schools. We have girls and boys in those programs. So it's going to help fund to pay staff, to have snacks for these kids, different programs. We have our community center that we just built recently for the kids. They love that because they're getting some physical activity that some of these kids may not get during the summertime. They're getting hot meals that they may not get during the summertime or after school. So it's an amazing charity that really does a lot for our community. One of our greatest testimonials is our CEO. She started as a Girls Incorporated girl, and now she's the CEO of our Girls Inc. of Bristol.
Isn't that amazing?
It is. It speaks volumes to what we do for these kids.
It really does. It is a great organization, and it's a lot of fun. The fundraiser is a great one. So if you're in the mood to have a great, day on March 8th, definitely get tickets.
Definitely. And we have one of the great things we love. One of our favorites is our raffle. So we have a beautiful Louis Vuitton bag that will be raffled off that day. You can purchase raffle tickets now online, or you can purchase them the day of. And everyone's anxiously awaiting for the end of the auction to find out who won that Louis Vuitton.
I love
it. And another thing we do that we love is our wallet auction. So during the live auction, we have about 10 wallets, and we auction those wallets off. Well, when you bid and get your wallet, you go up front to stand, and we have everyone up there together with their wallets, and they're going to open up their wallet. You might get gift card to dinner, or to go get a manicure or something like that. But you may open your wallet up and you may get a ruby necklace.
Oh, wow.
You
So
don't
this is
know.
exciting.
So that's a very exciting part.
I love that. That's so fun. Well, thank you so much, Beth, for joining us today and telling us all
Absolutely.
about it. And I know it'll be a huge success. It's a lot of fun. I know a lot of people who've been in the past and they just say it's fantastic.
It's my favorite event. This will probably be my 7th or 8th year going to this event.
So fun.
So it's so much fun.
I love it.
Get a bunch of
thank
girlfriends
you.
together and come over.
Absolutely. And have some fun and do some purse shopping.
Yes.
Well, thank you again.
Thank
And don't
you.
go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I've got Chris Eskeens with us today from the YWCA with her favorite topic and always a fun one for teens, and that is the prom dress sale. And
Yes.
it is right around the corner. So if you have got someone going to this amazing special dance that you get to do in high school, you don't want to miss this event. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so it's our annual prom dress sale. We've been doing it for over 20 years, which is crazy. We have tons of, actually 1,500 gowns that are either brand new or they're gently used, because prom is one time a year and no one ever wears the same dress more than once. So they've either been donated to us or given to us by different salons, and we sell all of them for only $25.
It is amazing. And you have obviously 1,500 in so many different sizes, so many different styles,
Yes.
different colors, strapless,
Anything you can think
you
of.
name it. Yeah, it is. It's quite amazing, isn't it?
It is. And so, like you said, different sizes, all the way from 00. Actually, I saw a 000 the other day, all the way up to size 26. So that's just anything and everything. And we are asking for donations too, especially of the plus sizes. So anything 18 plus. If anyone has anything, and as long as it's formal, so it could be an old bridesmaid's gown, it could be something you wore to a gala, it could be anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be prom. As long as it's a formal couture fit, then it'll be fine.
And it can be one-stop shopping too, because you've got accessories.
We do. We have some accessories. Now, everything is donated on that end. So we're also asking for donations of purses, necklaces, jewelry of any sort, shoes as well. And the cool thing too is it's first come, first serve. But the girls who come first get the choose accessories for free as well. So you leave with not only your dress, but you can also get the jewelry that you like and a pair of shoes.
Tell us about what time the event starts.
Yeah, absolutely. So on Friday, March 7th, it's from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. And on Saturday, March 8th, it's from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m.
And first come, first serve. So you
Yes.
want to get there. So I should imagine it'll be pretty crowded right after school.
It is, especially Friday, it gets a little crowded. Saturday, not as much. So if you really want to come in, there's plenty of places to change too. We have obviously restrooms, but we have changing tents as well. There's lots of mirrors in the gymnasium. Like I said, there's 1,500 gowns, so there is plenty to
lot
choose
to
from.
choose from.
And just really, it's about having a good time too. We have girls who come in with their friends and they do it as a group. We also have sometimes girls that come in with their moms. We've even had girls who come in with like their boyfriends and who's picking out the gown with them. So it's really, really cool.
I love it. That's so fun. So definitely mark your calendar for that. And of course, you know, the YWCA does so many great things for our community. So this is just a great fundraiser.
It is. And also, it's good to note too, we do offer scholarships. So the thing is, if anybody comes in and they can't afford that $25, there's no judgment. We don't need to hear why. All you need to do is find me. I'll be at the front and say, I need a scholarship, and you will walk out with a dress. So we're here to empower the girls. Everyone deserves to have that special moment. And if we can help facilitate that in this small way, then we're here for it.
That's great. Thank you so much for being on today. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I've got Rita Eggers here today from the library. Thank you for being with us. There is always a lot going on at the library, and you've got lots to share with us. So get ready.
Yes, and this is just a small sample of what's coming up. It's going to start getting really busy as we go into March. We have recently started a crochet club, and it was so popular that it now meets twice a month.
Oh, wow.
So it is the first Thursday and the third Monday
Okay.
of each month from 5:30 to 6:30. You can be a beginner. We've got somebody that leads the class that'll teach you. We've got the equipment necessary so you can just show up and have fun. But our big programs we have coming up in March. On Thursday, March the 20th, Andrew Finn McGill is going to join us again. He's been a very popular program at the library. He is an award-winning, multi-genre fiddler and slash violinist, depending on what he's playing. But he's going to come and talk about the relationships between Irish, Scottish, and Appalachian music. And he brings his fiddles and will give, comparisons. And it's a wonderful program. It's very informative, also extremely entertaining.
So sign up for that, March 20th.
Yes, and then the following week, we're going to have a author talk with Chrissy Anderson Peters, along with Rebecca Ellswick. And they're going to be there on March the 27th. And I believe that is also at 6:30. Chrissy Anderson Peters is a wonderful storyteller. So I'm really looking forward to having her back at the library and sharing some of her stories. She's written Dog Days and Dragonflies, Running from Crazy, and Blue Ridge Christmas, but she's also done some short stories that are in various publications. And then Rebecca Ellswick, her debut book was Mama's Shoes. No Stopping Her was her next book, and then she's coming to promote The Dream is the Truth. But they're both Appalachian writers from here in the area, and we're really looking forward to having them join us.
It's so great when you can have an author come in and actually talk about their inspiration and how they got to where they are and ask questions. So it is a special opportunity. And as we all know, the library is just such a pretty place. So it always just feels so nice and warm and cozy. And so add those to your calendar for sure.
Yes.
So that is great. So never a dull moment at the library. You can find out about all of these on the website.
Yes.
And you can also just stop in and grab.
Anytime we're
programs.
open, we're happy to have people come by. Sign up for our newsletter. We send out a monthly newsletter with, all of our activities listed. And watch out for the BPL Roadshow that could be appearing anywhere in the community at different events throughout the summer.
That's great. Well, Rita, thank you for coming
Oh, thank you
today
for
and
having
sharing
me.
everything with us. And don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a moment. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I've got Martin Daughter-Wyke with us today, and we are going to talk about some programming at King. So definitely have your calendar handy so you can write these dates down. Tell us where we're going to start here.
We have two events coming up in March that I want to mention for the King Institute for Faith and Culture. The first event is on March 17th. We're bringing a man called Matthew Dickerson. Matthew is professor of computer science at Middlebury College, but he is somebody who does a lot of different things. So we would call him a polymath. In the morning, he's going to speak on fly fishing. He's a published author on fly fishing. He's going to come and speak about fly fishing and care of creation. We've given him an extra day in his schedule, so he's going to go out on the South Holston on Tuesday and enjoy the lake, enjoy the water a little bit. That afternoon, he's going to do a talk about his own field, which is computer science. He's going to talk about the question of whether computers can think. That'll be in the afternoon at 4:45. And then in the evening, he has a forthcoming book on J.R.R. Tolkien. So he does a little bit of everything, this guy. And he's kind of a remarkable scholar. So I met him about a year ago, and we arranged this. I'm very excited about Matthew coming.
Yeah, that's exciting. So you're going to be wanting to go all day.
Absolutely.
You've got three different topics here.
Very different things,
that is
yeah.
amazing.
It's an unusual skill set, to have that.
That's great.
He's also a musician, but we're not doing anything with that, so we're going to leave it as it is.
Next March.
Next March, that's right. Then on March 24th, a week later, we host somebody we've had before who is the director of the Vatican Observatory. He's called Guy Consolmagno. Brother Guy is a Jesuit priest. He is also an astronomer. He went to MIT, and he then also became ordained around the same time. So he works part-time in Arizona at an observatory and part of the year in Rome. And he has written a number of books, including Would You Baptize an Extraterrestrial, which is an interesting book. And he's going to come this time with a new book called The Jesuit Looks at the Stars.
Okay.
And with Brother Guy, we're also going to add a special event. He's going to speak in the morning and in the evening on questions of faith and science, and also the nature of astronomy and the stars. He's a wonderful speaker. The second night we have him, all being well, we're going to have an observatory night at King, where he'll be at our observatory and people can go out and spend some time looking at a couple of stars and the moon, probably.
I love that. It always amazes me. You find the most incredible people to bring here to our area, and it's fascinating.
Thank you.
So, well, that's exciting. So if you have any more questions or want any more information, I'm sure they can get online and find.
Yes, king.edu/events.
Perfect. Great. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I've got Adina Parr with us today from the City and Animal Control, and she's going to tell us all about microchipping and just the importance and how easy of a procedure it is and where you can find a really good deal to get it done. So tell us a little bit about why we should be microchipping our pets.
Well, it's the fastest and easiest way to get the pet reunited with the owner, because almost everyone who picks up a pet, they either take it to the vet or they bring it to us and say, hey, can you scan this animal? And that's the first thing we do whenever we pick anything up is scan it. And then if it has the chip, we immediately call the person and start trying to get it reunited with its owner.
And there are several places you can go to get this done if your pet is not microchipped.
Yes, your vet that you use can do it, or the Sullivan County Animal Shelter actually does it for $15, and they have vaccine clinics, and if you go to their vaccine clinic, any vaccine that you get the microchip for free.
Oh, wow. So this is great. And sometimes if they get, if our pets get loose, they may have a collar, but sometimes they lose that collar.
Right.
So just to have that extra little bit of protection is great.
It is. And it's not something that's going to come off and get lost, or like the rabies tag like she has here. Those sometimes get pulled off if they get hung on something, but the microchip isn't going anywhere. It's there.
And I'm sure it will make things a lot easier for you out on the street and keeping all the animals safe.
Yes. And also, once you get your pet microchipped, it's important to actually register it, because unfortunately we get dogs in that are chipped, but it's not actually registered. So when you get your animal chipped, they're going to give you a card with that number on it, and you can either go online or you can call the number and just give them your information, the pet's information, and then we'll be able to get it home. If it's not registered, then, it doesn't help anyone.
So now, is it a simple procedure?
It's very simple. It's just it's smaller than a grain of rice.
Wow.
And it's just a shot they put in right in this area between their shoulder blades. When I had my cat done, I actually they had it done before I had the paperwork finished.
Wow.
It was very quick and
easy and
pretty
painless.
Much, yes. For the most part, yes.
Like you said, reunite them with their family much quicker, which is a lot better for them and for everybody.
For everyone, yes, because all the shelters are full right now.
Yeah, for sure. Is there anything else we're missing that you'd like to add?
The Sullivan County Animal Shelter is doing a vaccine clinic in March. All that information can be found online. And like I said, if you get the vaccines, you can get the microchip for free.
Oh, perfect. Now, who do we have here today? We should definitely.
This is Cheyenne. She was a rescue from the Sullivan County Animal Shelter about 8 months ago.
Hi. Well, we're excited that both of you have joined us today and told us all about this. So thank you for being on. And thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.